Hi, my name's Sabrina Blair and I'm from Learning Team 7. I decided to do a biography. Our book was Monet Paints a Day by Julie Danneberg. The summary says, Claude Monet lugs his half-finished paintings and supplies to the beach. Massive white cliffs tower over him. Waves gently lap the sand under his feet, and winter sunlight illuminates the stone arch, the maniport, standing before him. Monet takes it in. Then, armed with canvases, paints, and brushes, he paints a day. Engrossed in his work, he forgets to watch the tide. ... Based on a true incident, Monet Paints a Day introduces readers to the Impressionist artist Claude Monet. Lush watercolor illustrations in the Impressionist style shows the painter both in his element and struggling against it. The genre and format classifications were biography, biographical fiction, full and partial, authentic biography, and biographic biography. And the main topics were art, culture, concentration, frustration, and anger. A little bit about the book. Monet just kind of takes a day trip to the beach. And he decides to paint a scene that he's actually painted several times before, but with a different mood and setting and kind of different weather and all that stuff. But he gets really, really into his work, and so he's very concentrated. And when things don't really go his way, he gets really frustrated and angry, and I've never heard that about Monet before. I never heard that he got that angry and frustrated, but he has some serious anger issues. The setting was in a beach in Etretat, France. And my personal summary that I wrote was Julie Danneberg writes a biographical fiction about Impressionist painter Claude Monet that takes place in Etretat, France. The story is written in first-person narrative from Monet's point of view. Monet takes a day trip to a beach to paint a scene that he has painted several times before, but with a different mood and tone. But the tables turn when Monet nearly drowns when he gets swept up by the waves. And this actually is a true story. My favorite few phrases in the book were, "The waves drag me into the sea, which swallows me whole. I tumble like a shell against the bottom of the ocean. My lungs empty, and my heart pounds with fear. I look desperately towards the surface." And you can see him like holding his paint and all of that, and he's pretty much drowning. And he didn't realize that the waves were coming towards him. You can kind of see it if you go back a little bit. Like, it was already kind of sweeping up all of his paint and everything. And then right before the waves start crashing down, and it was a real story, and Claude Monet almost drowned. But he lived to tell the tale. And the explicit theme that we found were nature is greatness, power, and immortality, which was actually from the words of Claude Monet himself. He actually wrote that in one of his letters to Alice, which was his wife. They would write letters back and forth to each other when Claude was on one of his many trips to go paint and stuff. And then the implicit theme was Danneberg wrote Monet Paints a Day to help readers understand more about Monet's artistic life and his hardships. And then the controversial topic we found was near-death experience. Not everyone believes that is a controversial topic, but we chose that because I personally know of some parents that are a little iffy on if they want their children to read about death itself or near-death experience, so we chose that. And then the major awards were the Charlotte Zolotoff Zolotow Award in 2012 and 2013, and the Colorado Book Award finalist for Children's Literature in 2013. And then my organizational thing. I did the 5 W's and a how. In the middle, and I'm sorry this is so small, in the middle it says near-death experience. I chose that as my event or situation because that's pretty much the main, like the turning point in the book. So that was the main event or situation. And the who was Claude Monet, Impressionist painter. The what was Monet nearly drowns when he gets swept up in the waves at the beach. When was November 1885? It was a long time ago. Where was the beach in Etretat, France? The why was Monet concentrates on painting a scene he has painted several times before. And how was he gets so caught up in his work that life continues around him and he gets caught up in a mess and doesn't realize it until it's too late. But he makes it out alive. Alright, well I look forward to watching everyone else's videos. Thank you very much.